Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Ordinary Extraordinary. I'm here with the absolutely incredible Noelle Liston. Noelle is the founder of New Life Therapies, based in Foynes in County Limerick in Ireland, and her work is deeply rooted in her own powerful life journey. In 2006, Noelle survived a devastating car accident. She spent 50 days in hospital recovering from multiple injuries and had to learn to walk again. That experience gave her a profound appreciation for the body's ability to heal and the importance of caring for our physical, emotional, and energetic well-being. In July 2024, after completing the Dawson Program Corrective Sounds course, Noelle founded New Life Therapies to support others on their healing journeys. Her approach is holistic, focusing on restoring balance in mind, body, and spirit. Noelle offers a range of therapies, including Aromatouch Massage, Reiki, Theta healing, and Dawson Program Corrective Sounds. Her work combines gentle touch, sound, energy healing, and meditation techniques to help release stress, trauma, and limiting beliefs, allowing the body to return to a more balanced and optimum state. Through her work, Noelle is passionate about helping people reconnect with their bodies, release what no longer serves them, and create space for healing and transformation. So, today's topic, very, very special topic, from survival to healing, Noelle Liston's journey to helping others thrive. Absolutely loving the title myself. And so excited to have you here as well, Noelle. So, Noelle, welcome to this week's podcast.
Karen, hello everybody. Karen, thanks a million for having me on. It's an absolute pleasure and it's great to see you on the screen again.
Hey, it's all good. I'm loving your
Uh,
backdrop, by the way. It's
well,
great.
thank you. Thank you. When I ended up doing some workshops, not workshops, but going to different events, I was looking around going, nobody knows who I am. So I went off and I got one of the pull-ups and it's great because it folds into nice and small and it's great.
Perfect. It's lovely. And honestly, like, I mean, just even reading your backstory there, and like, as people probably listening in as well, I mean, you've been through a lot, and just, I mean, you're an absolute inspiration, being honest. You really are. So, I suppose, based on that, and based on your lovely poster as well, Noelle, can you tell us as well a little bit about yourself, and I suppose what life looked like, growing up as well, before all this?
Yeah, so kind of like I would have had pretty normal growing up. Like we grew up in a housing state and there was loads of kids around and like I had mother and father and it was pretty normal, like would never have thought it was anything different. Went to college, like, I went to college, did a chemistry degree. Then in 2006 I was working, I was doing shift work and yeah, then I had the accident, which to me, okay, like people, when people are listening, they're going to go, "What?" But I actually was working that night, and I was on my way home. I had pulled in a few miles up the road from where I actually had the accident,
Yeah.
and I fell asleep behind the wheel in a Nissan Micra, but
Gotcha.
it was into an Arctic truck that I crashed.
That's,
I think I survived, but the truck didn't.
oh
So,
dear.
and I'm
Yeah.
here to tell the story. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I mean, when you think about it, like, I mean, that is, I mean, I know we all have life-changing moments, and some are maybe small, some are huge, and all the rest of it. But I mean, to experience such a serious accident like that, and thankfully to come out the other side of it as well. But the journey itself, how did that journey go for yourselves post the accident, we'll say, if you're happy to chat about it?
So, oh yeah, absolutely. Because my goal is if I can help one person, my job is done. No, obviously it's not complete, but like I'm helping one person. But basically, I had a lot of multiple injuries. So I was in hospital for 50 days.
God.
Bearing in mind, it was only 50 days when I broke my two hands, my two legs, my two hips, my pelvis. I had facial lacerations. They literally had to stitch me back together. And I had to learn to walk again because obviously, if you're lying in the flat of your back and you've broken your pelvis, you can't move. So it was all limbs that I had broken. So it was actually just to try and learn to walk again. But when I was in the hospital bed, I kept saying, they're looking out for a car for me. I'm going to be back driving. I not realizing how severe my injuries were.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'm going to be back driving. They're going to be I'm going to be back driving. They're looking for a car for me.
Yeah.
And then I moved in the bed and I went, oh, I won't be here. I won't be driving for a little while,
Mm.
but I'll be back. I'll be back driving. And I suppose that was my motto. And I would have been into car rallying, not taking part,
Yeah.
but being a marshal. And that was my goal. So I was setting myself goals each time, each week. I was like, I'm going to get to this rally. I'm going to get to this rally. And no, I didn't make them rallies, but I did
Sure.
make one rally then in November. And I was delighted to be because I literally came out of hospital on Thursday
Yeah.
and I was at the rally on Sunday.
Can I just say that's like
So
that itself is inspirational. And honestly, you're reminding me of all things now, The Secret. I don't know if you've ever read The Secret book or watched the
yeah,
movie or anything. There's one guy in it as well, and he was in hospital for a period of time, and it was like the power of the mind, I suppose, really, isn't it? And believing
yeah,
that he would do stuff. And his main aim was, I will walk out of the hospital. I think they wheeled him to the door, and he walked outside the door when he was told, you won't be able to do much, but it's just even your story, just listening to it there. I mean, God, I'm nearly getting teary-eyed listening to it. It's just, it's so surreal. So like, and just even thanks for sharing that. And I'd say it must have been an
yeah,
incredible experience just getting to that rally. I'd say like just for yourself. I mean, how,
yeah. Yeah,
huge.
yeah, and like I was so cold that day,
Yeah,
because like obviously I still had wounds, like they had sealed over and everything, but the top layer of skin wasn't
yeah,
there, like, and it was just, but it just meant that I could do if I put my mind to it, I couldn't do anything. So after that, I didn't want to go back doing shift work. Obviously, I was off work for a long time.
of course.
Um, you know, I I actually went back driving. My accident happened in September, and I went back driving in May
That's
of the
amazing.
following year.
That's not even a full
So,
year.
which is, yeah,
So
it isn't even like, but I also had other tragedies in
oh God, yeah.
that space as well. So it wasn't as if it was just plain sailing. Like I lost my dad after 5.5 months
Sorry, yeah.
after my own accident.
Oh,
So it
God.
was just, like there was a lot going on to try and keep the mind,
Yeah.
keep the mind good. So
Yeah.
obviously I had rough patches,
Yeah, that
but
sounds
I'm
incredible.
here.
Can I just say you're very positive as well, which is lovely. And I was on recently as well with one or two other people I was speaking to, and Carolyn Caffrey and Ashland Cambridge as well. And they basically had this viewpoint, which I think is so true, isn't it? That, when we're going through hard times, and certainly sometimes it feels like everything's coming at us at once, and it's just as
Yeah,
constant, yeah. But it's their kind of belief with that is now we could do without those hard times, trials and tribulations, but it helps us to grow into who we now become as a result of it. But if that makes sense.
absolutely. And it gives us the opportunity to see life from a different perspective.
Yeah, that is huge.
That's
I mean, like literally your
yeah,
own journey just to like go 360, thankfully. And I'd say definitely you're helping
Yeah,
people on a day-to-day basis without realizing that. I definitely wouldn't even just listen to you. People are going, oh wow, okay, if she can do this, if Noelle can do this, maybe I can get up and do
yeah,
whatever it is, and like, and I mean, to
yeah,
go from
yeah,
like chemistry background, we'll say, and that was, I don't know if people are aware of it myself, my own background is chemistry as well, pharmaceuticals. It's
yeah.
past life at this stage as well, the way things are. It's in there somewhere. But you've worked in, similar to myself, but I was over the counter, but you've worked in pharmacy as well as a technician. You're still doing that, I believe, as well, are you? So
Yes.
you've done a huge amount, like, as well. Of
Yes. So I actually went back and retrained myself because I didn't want to work nights anymore.
course, yeah.
So I actually went and I did pharmacy technician's course because I kind of felt, oh, that might help. I wanted to help people,
Absolutely.
that, and it was just, how was I going to be able to help people? So, and that's how I went back, did the technician's course. So I'm still in the technician environment as well. So, like, I'm still seeing a lot of things coming into the pharmacy, and I'm going, oh my God, like, I would love to be able to help them in another way,
Yeah.
you know. So we'll see where that all goes.
Well, do you know what? 100%. And I believe, like, honestly, like, I mean, you've got your traditional approach, you've got your holistic approach, and I believe the two can intertwine. And that's even from a chemistry point, I will say,
Yeah,
possibly. But I do believe there's a place for everything. And even just when people are coming in, getting their medications, getting the dispense, a simple hello, how are you, a bit of a chat. I mean, that could be, you could be the only person that that person is chatting to on the same day, and that could make a break, things could make a huge difference to them that, oh, someone took the time to speak to me for a few minutes, whatever it is, that's, so I
yeah.
reckon you're helping people in
I
that role.
Yeah, I have one particular customer. She's an elderly customer, and I literally just put my hands on her hands.
Oh,
The power of touch. Like, we lost it during lockdown,
big time. Yeah.
but I think it's slowly coming back. But it's literally, I literally just put my hands on her and I go, "How are you today?"
That's lovely. That's huge.
And the smile comes on her face, and I'm like, it's lovely. It's lovely to see it. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
That is
yeah,
so huge. And like during the pandemic now and lockdowns and stuff, they've done research and they've said that, like, I suppose as human beings, we do need some social aspect. And that
yeah,
unfortunately was lost for people and it did impact. I mean, we do need that. It's the power of connection, the power of, like, just as you said, simple touch, things like that. It's power of just giving the time, giving your energy. I mean, that alone can is just great.
yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, so you're doing loads,
uh,
like, I mean, it's huge. But yeah, I suppose what actually sparked your own curiosity then as well with the holistic route and alternative therapies, or was it always like an interest for yours even going back before everything, or
I suppose, like, there was always something there trying to tell me, like, my body used to always reject taking tablets and
yeah.
taking. I was like, why can't I take them like everybody else? So I knew that there was something wrong,
Hmm.
not wrong with me, but
But not
wrong
working.
with
Yeah.
the system that, you know, like, I mean, after the accident, I was put on antidepressants,
Mm.
but my body was actually rejecting them. But all it needed was getting out in the fresh air, getting out
Nature.
into positive environments instead of being, oh, you're sad now today, so just sit and watch television and watch all the news and watch the negative and
Yeah.
not seeing the positive of things. So that's kind of, I think that's what sparked it.
Yeah.
And then I suppose I would have always gone for reflexology
Lovely.
after the accident. And she works on my feet. And oh my God, did she realign my back? Because obviously in the accident, I would have pulled the pelvis from the spine as well. So, like, there was a lot of injuries. So when she did the reflexology, I was getting so much relief on my back. And she working on my feet. I was like,
Amazing. Yeah.
wait, there's power in this. So I would have started using essential oils then in 2017.
Mm.
And that literally changed my life because I now I'm a pharmacy technician, but I don't even have a box of paracetamol in my house.
That's incredible. That is good, isn't it?
I, I use my oils, I use my Dawson program, I use Reiki, I use the tools that I have to help me.
That is amazing.
So yeah. So that's kind of, and like when I had the my first experience of the Dawson program, oh my gosh, like I went into it not knowing. I was like, sure, it can't do me any harm.
It's
It's
true, isn't
just,
it?
it can't do me any harm because we're all energy. And I was like, I've tried everything else, so may as well just try this because the surgeons were even talking about having surgery, and I was like, I don't
God,
want to go
yeah.
for more surgery,
More
and
trauma. Yeah, if you
so
can
I was
avoid.
like, I'm going to just see what can I put in. So I went to this, and I am not joking you. I was lying on the bed, and they were playing the sounds and whatever. And next thing, it felt like something was leaving my body and went out the window. I
Power.
was still I was still in the bed. She hadn't touched me one bit, and I was like, God. So I had to find out when we came out of the session. I went, right, how do I know? I want to know more about this because that was
Absolutely.
just amazing, amazing experience.
That's powerful.
And she taught me, oh yeah, here's the number, contact them. And that was October, and there was a course starting in November.
That
And I
is
just went, yeah,
remarkable.
sign me up.
Yeah, it's like, do you know what? Just listening to your whole journey there, and I mean, I've tried a few things like Reiki, I've tried acupuncture, I've tried a lot of those things as well. I know science background first, that's besides it. But
Yeah,
don't knock it till you try it and look, it might work for everyone, or like the power of it, you can't describe. Reiki, yeah, I mean, you're working on your feet, but it's healing everything, it's releasing
yeah,
energetically and everything else as well. But yeah, for myself now and for people maybe listening as well, hands up, I'm not as familiar with the Dawson program of corrective sounds myself either. Now, I've done a bit of sound baths and, attended a few bits like that. So I like to try things
yeah.
as well. And they do, I feel like amazing as well myself, but I'm not too familiar with the Dawson corrective sound program at all. So for people who aren't familiar with it, how would you describe it? And well done as well, 'cause you've, completed a course yourself to actually help people with it. But
Yeah. So, like, it's a really complex modality, but the simplest thing to describe it is that it's using sounds and vibrations to release shocks and traumas from the body that no longer serve you. Now, obviously, it is so much bigger than that, but putting it into simple terms,
yeah,
and it works with your unconscious mind.
beautiful.
So it's only what your unconscious mind will allow me to work with. And I work very closely with permission with it as well. So, and so if you came and you said, oh, I want my elbow and my knee and I want everything fixed today,
Yeah.
the chances are your body might go, wait a minute, I'm only going to give her the information for her elbow.
Exactly, yeah, 'cause that's a lot in one go, like, and just from the healing side, isn't it? We need to rest
Yeah,
afterwards
yeah.
anyway.
And so like our body, we're physical, we're a physical body, an energy body, and a spiritual body. And that's what the Dawson program works on. It works
Beautiful.
on all areas of it.
This
So
sounds
it's
amazing.
actually just, yeah, it's a fabulous modality. Like and you can just pick on different things. So you could work on your energy system on one session. You could work on your digestive system on another one, or your ancestors can actually come in
Nice,
to
yeah.
this session as well, where they're sending you a message of, they might be looking for forgiveness,
Yeah.
and you might be carrying something
Mm.
from your ancestors. And
Ancestral healing sort of
because,
stuff, yeah.
yeah, because a lot of our shocks and traumas are actually 80% emotional.
That's a lot.
So
When I hear that, I mean 80%, that's huge, isn't it?
80, when I heard that first,
And we hold on to it, isn't it? And it manifests in other ways then, isn't it? If
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
released, like.
Our memory, our body holds it holds the score, like so. Yeah,
So until we do
it's
something
amazing.
about it, it's there, isn't it? Therapist, like
It's
it's so true.
there.
No, that's amazing. I'm
Yeah.
just looking at this and I'm going, do you know what? I'm going to have to try that at some stage now because that's one I haven't done. And you know what? Look, as I say, you don't know until you try
Yeah,
it.
fun.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, and the beauty about it is I can work. You can be in the comfort of your own home, and
I
I can be
do.
in the comfort of my own home
Brilliant.
because we're all energy. It works,
And the science says
you know.
energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can change from one form to the other. There we go.
Yeah.
Science quote. It's in there somewhere. What can I say? But honestly, like, well, you were just saying there as well, I mean, if people were saying, I mean, okay, so obviously there's time and places for medication maybe as well for people it might,
Mhm.
initially or whatever. But at times, I mean, are we treating I suppose, what we say, the roots, or we're not treating the roots, we're treating the leaves, but we're not getting to the root of it. And yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if we're listening to the news, a lot of the time, what's on the news at the moment, I mean, maybe there's some good news, but generally speaking, mainstream news, you know yourself. So for me, it's listening to nice comedies, maybe reruns of shows or whatever, but meeting like-minded people and people who are in the same energy field who build us up. If they're doing something already or doing more, they're going to want to help us as well. So getting out in nature, as you said, be it, just standing outside in the grass, we're going to be grounding. You don't even need to be outside to ground, I'm told as well. But you've done a lot of other things as well, haven't you, with the outdoors and Camino, I believe, as well, isn't it? You have done Camino too.
Yes. Oh my God, like I'm so jealous of them all heading off on Sunday. I'm like,
That's me all
oh.
going well. Oh, so
But
good.
it was I 20 years ago, I
Yeah,
had a dream that I wanted to go and do the Camino. When everybody else was like, oh, I'm heading off to Australia, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'm
yeah,
like, I actually want to do the Camino.
yeah.
And then I had the accident. So that kind of
Put a pause.
it
Yeah.
put a stop to it. But when I actually walked into the cathedral in San Diego,
Oh,
oh my God,
yeah,
it was like as if I was there. I had been there already.
yeah. It's
It
powerful,
was
isn't
like
it?
as if I knew the whole layout of it and everything. I was like, I've never been here, but it feels like I have.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
powerful.
journey was just,
Yeah.
I'll be back. Don't worry, I will be back.
100%. That Camino was
Oh,
just like, and not for the same reasons as yourself, but it was on my list, I'd say, like of things like going, I'd love to do it, love to do it. 2013, I was
mm,
meant to do it, but I suppose life things didn't materialize. And then, the way you go down different areas for a bit, so completely parked it. Then like-minded people through, I suppose, the great stuff. The retreat guys came along and they said, oh, we might be doing a Camino
yeah,
one year. And for the last 3 years, this year being the fourth, all going well, yeah, so soon enough in a few days. But yeah, I've managed to do a Camino each year, so it's just effortless when
yeah,
things align. I mean, what's meant for you won't pass you by in the right time and right place. And you hear these stories, but when there's alignment, things just come to fruition. When they're meant to. But yeah, the Camino, the
exactly.
journey, as you
Yeah,
say,
and that is for sure. Like the last 10 kilometers, I
yeah,
cried the whole way in.
yeah. Be
I
honest,
was like,
yeah, it's a roller
what?
coaster, isn't it?
I have actually just walked over 100 kilometers
Huge.
when I was told in 2006 that I may never walk properly again.
I mean, that is
That
like,
I might have to have crutches or I might have to have a frame. You might have to have a hip replacement in 5 years' time.
yeah, and you hear all that, it's like. And to actually go and
Yeah,
do that. And believe me, right, and there's parts of that, even on the ones they tell you are the easy routes, I'll question that. It's the journey that makes it the people. And you have your happy moments, you're releasing, you're crying, there's
yeah,
all sorts of moments on it. But literally, as you're just saying, to be told that and to do that, and the terrain itself, like, let's be honest, there's bits of that terrain, I tell you, like it is a challenge, isn't
exactly.
it?
Yeah, exactly.
Being honest, so
But
like
my
incredible.
training was I have actually climbed Carntoohil.
Good woman. The highest mountain in Ireland, in case anyone's like, where is that? That is a challenge, I'll be honest.
I have done Croagh and I have done Mount Brandon.
Well done.
So
Amazing.
yeah, and I think being out in nature, it gives you that appreciation that there's more than just sitting at home.
Yeah.
watching
So,
television.
so true, isn't it? And things get like
Yeah,
lately so sped up, isn't it? Like 24/7 like mentality and everybody, being busier is like perceived as a good thing at one stage. I mean, it's actually we're not built to be, human doings. We're meant to be human beings. We're meant to relax and go with the seasons. We're meant to hibernate when it's winter, all the rest of it. And we're constantly go, go, go. Whereas I find with the likes of the Camino and other times getting out in nature, time sort of slows down in a good way, where, as you say, we're grounding,
yeah,
we're connecting, and
yeah. It
makes you
is so
feel it.
important. It's so, so important to just take one positive thing in the day. Like I was speaking to you over text message and you were like, I was like, oh, I'm just back from my walk and it hasn't rained. As soon as I walked in the door, it left rain.
There you go. That is
I
perfect
have
timing.
like since January, so we're in 2026, and like January and February, they were wet months.
Oh, it rained for every day, I'd say, in Ireland for, was it 50 days nearly as well? Interesting number, but yeah,
I was actually out walking every single day and
amazing.
I didn't get wet once.
I mean, you just timed
So
that. It aligned. Oh,
I
what can
just
you
had
say?
all the powers be above looking down,
You're
going, right, we
controlling
won't get
it.
her wet today.
And even at that, like what I say at this stage, if I'm like, oh, look, it's raining, you can make every excuse in the book. And, if you're getting excuses that things will show up for you. But if you're looking for a solution, either, get the raincoat. Now, I know when it rains a lot, I was up say, Mount Brandon years ago myself and in Dingle
Hmm.
in Kerry in Ireland. And like literally, it was so bad. Like the rain gear got wet. But did we have a good time? Absolutely. Did we dry off afterwards and have the laughs and the food and the whole thing? 100%. But, it's true, isn't it? Dress for the occasion. Now, mind
Yeah.
you, I prefer the
Bring
sun,
a
but
change of clothes.
yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Bring, yeah. Bring a change of clothes with you.
Exactly. Like, and look, don't get me wrong, I love the sun and I love when it's dry, but look, if you're looking at it every day and you're not getting out in it, it's like just do it. But you timed it well. You were very lucky. Definitely. Where you are an absolute, honestly, inspiration yourself with everything, Noel. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, I'm kind of going, what to chat to you about? Because I could say we can go into everything like deep in, like, but is there anything really, I suppose, that you'd want people to take from today? Any key points that you'd want to impart to people, like in general? Any messages?
Yes, we are going to have our bad days. Yes, we have our great days. But just take one positive thing every day because them positive things will build up to being positive all day, And yes, you're going to have your bad days. And so let you have your bad days. There are the tools there, no problem. We have the tissues. It like just it's okay to be not okay, and it's okay to cry.
Yeah,
It is okay to show vulnerability
yeah,
when needs be. You don't have to be strong all the time.
yeah. And I think
Because
isn't it
by
great?
God, I do have my bad days too.
Think we all do. I think if anyone tells you they're, like I suppose it's how we deal with those and get on with stuff afterwards, isn't it? But
Yeah,
vulnerability, like I mean, a lot of time it takes, like I think to be honest, you're saying something to be strong, but it takes a lot of strength to say, actually, I'm not okay today, or I'm feeling kind of more vulnerable, or to actually chat and have the real and the honest conversations, isn't it? And just, I think that
yeah,
takes massive
yeah.
strength. I really do. Like it just,
It,
you know,
it's incredible. Like just and don't be afraid to ask for help. Like we all want to carry the world on our shoulders, but our
absolutely.
shoulders can't take it anymore. Like we
Yeah.
we
We're
have
letting
to
way down.
burden the load to somebody, and that's where our body is screaming at us, going, that pain in the shoulder isn't going away, or that pain in the knee isn't going away. Why isn't it going away? We're carrying on things that we don't need to carry on,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
100%. And even like strength in numbers from what I'm seeing there as well, like, isn't it?
Mm,
Like-minded people who are there to support. And I suppose even like years ago when people used to do these like circles and people are still doing them as well. But the healing
Yeah.
in groups, I suppose, and it doesn't have to be in a circle, I
Mm.
suppose. But it's just so true, like, isn't it? And just getting out in nature and all that as well, and the journey, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's huge.
definitely. Like I would definitely say to people, just like my number will be on your link here as well. So
Amazing.
just reach out to somebody. It doesn't have to be a friend even, because sometimes we can't let our vulnerability into our family and friends because we're afraid of being judged.
Yeah, it's true.
So if we go outside, our friends and family, they can't judge us. They don't know us.
True, isn't it? There's no,
Simple as.
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
well, that's brilliant. And for people as well, now, and I'll put the numbers and all the bits there, but what is the easiest way to contact yourself? Well, if people listening in going, "Do you know what, I want to hear more about Dawson, so I want to hear more about your story, or how do, I want to work with you, whatever."
Yeah. So the my Instagram page or Facebook, no, I'm not very active on Facebook, but it's still the same one. It's
Yeah.
NL New Life Therapies,
Yeah.
both on Instagram and on Facebook. Or they can send me an email at Noelle
Yeah.
dot newlifetherapies@gmail.com.
New Life Therapies at gmail.com. That's perfect. So I'll have that, and I'll add that as well to the background story as well on the this
I just
platform.
need to get better on the Instagram, but that'll all happen too.
Well, look, that's it. And a few in-person events then as well, which you cannot beat. But I suppose with technology, you can connect with anyone globally as well. So there's good sides to it, I suppose, isn't there?
Yeah, like doing this podcast with you, Karen, is outside my comfort zone.
Can I just say you appear to be a
So,
natural from where I am, so thank you so much. And even for myself, a few weeks ago was well, actually a few months ago, I got the idea. I know I was guided to do one. I said, "Oh, I don't know," and then I just trusted it. Are we ever ready to jump in with stuff? Probably not. But as we're going, the path becomes clearer, isn't it? Like, we're shown, we're guided. So it's just about trusting and let's go with it, and it's how we learn. And yeah. So, but honestly, you're a natural with it. So, and even your speech there in person, I was blessed to hear that back in Limerick. Was that 3 years ago? Nearly? I don't know, at an event that we were both at. Honestly, you're a natural with it, and you're helping people with your story, and just by being there and being you, and yeah.
and that speech, Karen, somebody said, "Oh, you'll never make me cry." And when I saw her at
Oh, the
the
whole lot of
end,
us.
the
Yeah.
tears were literally flowing down her face. I was like,
Yeah. Tell you what, it
yeah,
wasn't just that person. Our table was in floods in a good way. It was just so heartfelt, so honest, so real, and I know so authentic. And that's what the world needs more of as well. And I mean,
yeah.
honestly, like Noelle, thank you so much for everything. And I'm sure now people listening in or watching and all that will be feeling the same. Just go, wow, you've just lifted me up today as well. So hopefully I've done the same. But thank you so much for everything. It's been lovely chatting with you today.
You're very welcome, Karen. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks so much.
And anytime you want a Dawson program, you can let me know.
Amazing. And just to say to the audience as well, people either listening or viewing, just a reminder again that you're all truly extraordinary in your own unique way. And so much love to you all as well. Have a great day or evening wherever you are as well. Thank you so much, guys.